Ladies and gentlemen, Rasmus Højlund is a red. Listen to this. That's the sound of our rivals. Finally, we get one more deal done. Oh, this has been a long time coming because we've been crying for a striker. I don't know if you've been watching the last couple of Man United games. Matter of fact, just from last season, we've been craving a striker, and we now have a young striker, an unproven striker who has a lot of potential, and it's amazing. You know what's really particularly great about this? Finally, we can say Manchester United is no more a retirement home. We had become a retirement house, you know. We had old Cavani, expired Cavani. We had washed Ronaldo. I don't even know how old Weggy was, but I know Weggy had been around the block. So we had become a retirement home, and now it's exciting because we have a young prospect. We are not sleeping anymore and seeing all the young, fresh talent get taken by our rivals. You know, it would have really, to be honest, here's where I am with it. Okay, this excitement is just coming out because we have a number 9. But it does sound like a Hojlund on a budget, though. It does sound like Hojlund, you know, is like Man City got the Bentley and we got the Chrysler 300. like they got the Coke, we got the Pepsi. You know, it's a little bit that much to me, but at the same time, I've been trusting Ten Hag's decision making. Most of his experiments have turned out well. Nobody really knew who Malacia was, and Malacia, you can say he's a good addition to the team. Nobody knew who Martinez. Martinez was a little bit more in the limelight than Malacia, but still, there were some people in the fan base that were skeptical about that. And guess what Martinez did? He came and lit up the Premier League and probably is one of the best, you know, passing from deep center backs in the Premier League. He's up there. He's in the conversation of top 5. You can't talk about the top 5 center back performers and leave Martinez out the conversation from last season. So nobody really, you know, Anthony. Yeah, but like Anthony is still an ongoing project. But this is what's amazing about this. We have a player who is young, who's versatile, who I know it seems a little bit like, you know, we just went to matter of fact, I have to share this with you. Look at this. This is I hope this is not Man United fans this coming season where we're like, hold on. Without the glasses, it looks like Hojlund, but with the glasses, it's Hojlund. He's got potential. I haven't seen a lot of him, but all I can tell you, he's a tall Scandinavian striker. He's played in Austria. His name sounds like Hojlund. He's left-footed like Hojlund. He's blonde. You know what? He's not Hojlund from Wish, you know. He's actually his own person who's actually trying to also make his name. And I think it's going to make a really interesting rivalry. Big up to everybody that's tuned in, by the way. I see you, Stephanie. Yo, Stephanie says, hello, puppy, from your new subscriber. Shout out to you, Stephanie. Well, the raw, real, red Rasmus Højlund. I bet some commentators are gonna get this wrong when it's a derby. Shout out to Red, tuned in from Twitch. Appreciate you for doing that. Red says, "What's up, Power Hour?" Lil Yo says, "Gotta trust and hug on this one, right?" It's just one of those where we're like, let the manager manage. Let the manager decide on how he wants to scout the player. We've seen him, resurrect the Wan-Bissaka. We've seen him transform Rashford to the next level. He might just be the player that's going to be, we know that he's going to bring availability above anything. He comes with availability before anything. All right. And then that's something you have to shout out availability, because, after what we've been through with our strikers, it's not just Martial, by the way. Even Cavani, when he was here, like, I had so much faith in Cavani, and every time there'd be a groin injury, and that was just so annoying. And now Hojlund, he comes in with his skill set that is sort of very similar to Haaland, but also he's actually a little bit different in terms of, like, he's not as much of a prolific shooter as Haaland, but he does have the hold-up play. He does have a little bit of physicality, so we can rely on this one and say, when you look at the quote about how they structured the deal. Matter of fact, I'll just look at this tweet from Melissa Reddy. I'm gonna read Melissa Reddy. I'm not going to read Fabrizio today. Melissa Reddy said Manchester United have agreed a deal in principle: £64 million plus £8 million add-ons with Atlanta for Rasmus Højlund. Player has agreed personal terms on a 5-year contract with an option of an extra 12 months. Add the 12 months right now. This guy is ready to be molded, and I think he's going to be a good player. I'm here to support him and say, Rasmus, we're going to stand behind you. Lilios is not the diet Haaland. Shout out to Brush, says smash the like. Stephanie says, what the difference? Competition. Yo, that's gonna be an interesting thing especially when we're playing Manchester City. The derbies are gonna get really, really, really interesting. By the way, Niall says, here we go. Richard, shout out to Richard. Hi, Football Power Hour. How are you? Man United going to win Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup. Oh my goodness, quadruple season 2023-2024 loading. You're intelligent, high football IQ, and knowledgeable. Thank you, Richard. I love the claims that you're making. I love the positivity. I say it's a reach to say quadruple, but I think when we look at what Ten Hag is doing and with the signings that we have so far, I just have to look at it from a distance and say,
I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it, I feel it. He's cooking.
He's cooking something. For the times when actually Martial, our glass boy, is fit, him and Hojlund together. Can you imagine? What second when we're playing a 2-striker formation, maybe Ten Hag might just experiment with that. What a
combination.
That would be an amazing combination. But I think right now, once we get Amrabat done, we can say the Manchester United transfer window, it was cooking. It was cooking. I think Mick Ruby was right. Mick Ruby was right. If we get Amrabat down the line, if we get that Amrabat deal done, then I can say, before the season starts, by the way, then I can say, okay, Man United is moving at a slightly different pace this time around. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, by the way. This was just a quick Rasmus Højlund is a red, and the excitement is in the air. Let's welcome our boy and say, here we go, like Niall. Stephanie, I'll read your comment real quick. Now go on and grab Amrabat to strengthen our midfield, bring control and bite to take workload off Casemiro. We need to be physical. We need to impose ourselves, I'm tired of getting run over, man. We saw what happens when we have like cones in the midfield. We need some fighters, some warriors, some guys with gusto, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, shout out to you, Stephanie and Richard. Ten Hag is better than Pep, Klopp, and Richard, you're my new favorite person in the world. You're competing with Stephanie right there. Shout out to y'all. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We are out of here. Rasmus! Football Power Hour! Welcome to Man United. Peace.